everyone, welcome to the new course English for Social Media. I'm Dr. Stenza Augustine from the Department of English in Christ College, Irinjalakuda. This course has a solid syllabus which is given in the video description down below. The first module is Fundamentals of English for Social Media. It has 3 units: Introduction to Social Media, then Crafting Engaging Content, Tone and Voice in Social Media. We are going to do the first unit in Module 1, that is Introduction to Social Media Language. This unit has 3 chapters again. Uniqueness of Social Media Language, that is the first chapter. Then the second chapter, Formal and Informal Social Media Communication. The third chapter, Effective and Ineffective Social Media Communication with examples. So we are beginning the Module 1, Fundamentals of English for Social Media. Unit 1, Introduction to Social Media Language. What is social media? If a site enables a user to share or create content and then engage with other users, then it is social media. So in that way, Facebook is not the only social media, or Instagram is not the only social media. Wikipedia is a social media. Reddit is a social media. Quora is a social media. So coming to social media language is a term used to describe the unique vocabulary, syntax and writing style that has emerged on social media platforms. This language is characterized by its informal tone, use of slang and brevity, with many words and phrases being abbreviated or shortened. In other words, the social media language has become the medium of expression of the current generation. Today's generation uses the social media platform to find content and is least likely to use it to keep in touch with friends or family. For brands, social media binds together communities that once were geographically isolated, greatly increasing the pace and intensity of collaboration. Social media language has evolved into a mirror of the current generation's identity. It offers a means to authentically express thoughts, emotions, and opinions that resonate with peers. It fosters a sense of community and belonging through the use of hashtags, memes, and other interactive elements. Abbreviations, acronyms, and shortened words are now ubiquitous, and they make the traditional writing and communication styles appear antiquated. Emojis have surged in popularity, offering a visual language that effectively communicates emotions and feelings. Emojis have evolved into a universal language that transcends cultural and linguistic barriers. They have the unique ability to convey emotions and messages in ways that words alone cannot achieve. For example, look at these emojis and try and tell me what is a common expression behind this. You know, they all mean flirting. One uses these especially when one chats with a person they have romantic interest in a serious way or in a casual manner. The wink emoji, the heart eyes emoji, and all these emojis given here. Social media has introduced new words and slang previously non-existent. For example, words like bio, DM, PPC, viral, etc. The younger generation, in particular, readily adopts these new expressions, integrating them seamlessly into their everyday language. The widespread use of abbreviations and acronyms has significantly impacted our communication styles. For example, LOL for laugh out loud and OMG for oh my god are now very common in our daily lexicon, and they shape how we interact both personally and professionally. Social media language serves as a means to connect with individuals who share similar interests, beliefs, or experiences. Through the use of hashtags, individuals engage in conversations and movements, asserting their affiliation with specific groups and cultivating a sense of belonging. Well, social media language can do very harmful things too. We already know this. Yes, mental health. The cancel culture, the hate campaigns, the argumentative culture, comments, feuds in comments, and their replies, trolling, memes, fake trends, etc. can dangerously affect a person's mental health. Sometimes it promotes negative self-image, anxiety, depression among the individuals. It can spread false information, racial discriminations in newest forms, and other sorts of marginalization. Now a question. Does social media destroy English language? Linguistic purists have always existed in different times in the world. What is a linguistic purist? People who don't like new words, new words. They always hated the presence of new words in language. Same way, the older generation doesn't like most of the social media terms, and they say it destroys English language. But language evolves with time. Several phrases and words we use today were once totally new and branded as impure additions. Just like that, social media language is going to be established as part of the pure language in no time. Chapter 2. Differences between formal and informal communication. In social media, understanding the nuances between formal and informal communication styles is crucial. Formal communication on social media typically aligns with the professional context, such as corporate accounts, official announcements, or educational institutions. It emphasizes clarity, professionalism, and adherence to grammatical norms. For example, look at this digital poster of one of the events that happened in Steep, Dehradun. All the sentences are grammatically correct, punctuations are rightly placed, headings are bold, there is a place for everything. The brochure displays the official logo Steep and PRL. Rather than the aesthetics, the brochure focused on the educational value of this program. So when one posts this in social media, this becomes a content with a formal language. Now, what is informal language in social media? Look what Snoop Dogg tweeted in 2013. This is the tweet. Salute to my guy, M. Diddy, for his Revolt TV partnership with TWC. Everyone congratulate Puff for bringing music back to TV. Do you see any grammar, correct spelling, or even words? Some words are replaced by digits, numbers. Some words don't even have full letters in them. Now, this is informal social media language. For a person who has heard Snoop Dogg speaking will immediately understand. Actually, they can visualize him speaking the tweet by reading this. Thus, we can say informal communication on social media leans towards casual interactions between friends, peers, or community members. This style often incorporates colloquialisms, slang, emojis, and abbreviations to convey familiarity and establish rapport. Informal communication can vary widely in tone, ranging from playful and humorous to empathetic and supportive, depending on the context and audience. One has to adapt their writing style accordingly, depending on whether they are addressing a professional audience, engaging with the followers on a brand social media account, or participating in personal interactions. Celebrities use informal social media language to seem relatable and relevant. Some brands use informal language to seem funny and catchy. Look at this ad of a makeup product. This is an Instagram advertisement of an eyeshadow palette by the brand ColourPop Cosmetics. You see this? Do you see anywhere in the post the term eyeshadow? And look at the caption, a pink moment. Drop your fave pink emoji below. The word is fave, F-A-V, means favorite. Why are they asking the followers or say potential customers to drop an emoji in the comment section? Of course, to get maximum number of comments. Comments serve as a form of social interaction and community building, allowing users to express opinions, share thoughts, and initiate dialogue with the content creators and other followers. And if you click the product tag you see on the picture of the product, the page will immediately take you to the e-commerce platform, and then you can check out. Was there anything formal in these steps? No. But did it serve the purpose? Yes. So this is how you adapt language based on the type of individuals who receive your content. By mastering the distinctions between formal and informal communication in social media, one can effectively tailor their messages to achieve specific communication goals, build meaningful connections, and navigate diverse social media environments with confidence and clarity. This understanding not only enhances their communication skills, but also prepares them to engage professionally and authentically in digital spaces. Moving on to Chapter 3. Analyzing examples of effective and ineffective social media communication with example. Look at this reel in Instagram.
मैंने अपने DSLR में मिट्टी डाल के उसमें पेड़ लगा दिया और ले आया ये वाला फोन, क्योंकि भाई इसमें आपको सेल्फी लेने के लिए भी दो कैमरास मिलते हैं, वो भी 32 मेगापिक्सल्स के। तो आप खुद ही अंदाजा लगा सकते हो कि इसके रियर कैमरा की क्या ही क्वालिटी होगी, क्योंकि इसमें 50 मेगापिक्सल्स के 2 लाइका के कैमरास मिलते हैं विद 12 मेगापिक्सल लाइका अल्ट्रा वाइड एंगल लेंस, जिसकी क्वालिटी देखकर शायद आप अपना DSLR फेंक दो। 12 GB की LPDDR5X रैम एंड 512 GB की UFS 4.0 स्टोरेज की वजह से फोन काफी ज्यादा स्मूथ चलता है। साथ ही भाई इसके 4700 mAh की बैटरी को ये 67 वॉट का टर्बो चार्जर काफी फास्ट चार्ज करता है। और इसमें है फ्लोटिंग क्वाड डिस्प्ले, जो कि 6.5 इंचेस की कर्व्ड एमोलेड डिस्प्ले है, जिसमें बेजल्स तो बहुत ही कम है। अगर आप कहीं आउटसाइड हो तो इसकी 3000 निट्स की पीक ब्राइटनेस से डिस्प्ले आपको एकदम क्लियर दिखाई देगी। और भाई इसका शैडो ब्लैक क्लासिक मैट एडिशन क्या ही गजब लुक देता है। बाकी ये देखने में ही लाजवाब नहीं है, इसमें मिलता है आपको स्नैपड्रैगन का 8s Gen 3 प्रोसेसर, जो कि इसकी परफॉर्मेंस को भी लाजवाब बनाता है। ये है Xiaomi 14CV। तो फटाफट से ये वीडियो अपने उस दोस्त को अभी शेयर कर दो जो कि एक नया स्मार्टफोन लेने वाला है। बाकी और भी सारी डिटेल्स जानने के लिए पिन कमेंट चेक कर लो।
So let's talk about the reel. This is a paid promotion of the phone Xiaomi 14CV. The influencer is on Instagram with 1 million followers at the time of shooting this video lecture. The reel has been posted on June 25th, 2024 in his page with around 8.5 million views, 228k likes and 599 comments with 77k shares as we speak. The phone in Indian market costs around 48,000 rupees, 48,000 rupees. By watching the reel itself, one gets to know the features of the phone, all its technical side, the sophisticated camera, everything, details, everything. If I ask you what kind of users will like this type of reels, it is very obvious. This is a reel for busy men on the go, looking for great features on their new phones. They want to know the exact details, exact pixels, RAM, everything. They want all in digits. Now, watch this reel and let's talk about effective communication. This reel promotes the phone Motorola G85, which costs around 18,000 rupees in Indian market now. A much cheaper phone compared to the first one. Some 30,000 rupees difference. This reel was posted by the actor couple Ritesh Deshmukh and Genelia in their Insta page just 7 or 10 days ago of the shooting of this class. It has 377k likes, around 1000 comments, 8.3 million views with 26.4k shares until now. So, you know that the second ad was more effective in reaching the users. Now, before you tell me, oh, it's because the reel was done by a celebrity couple, one must think why they were chosen to do this ad reels. Ritesh and Genelia have a reputation of being a successful and happily married couple in Bollywood. Power couple. and that settles the deal of the likability of the influencers. Alright, now they have done a little skit here. You know, two people who are a couple in their casual outfits at home in a weekend. The wife wants the husband to take some pictures of her so that she can post later in her social media pages. It's a middle class couple we are talking about. But if you watch the reel again, you can see that the house they have shot this reel is not a middle class house, nor is the celebrity couple, and they address each other with their real names. So they come as any middle class couple, not as the actors themselves. But the story of the skit is relatable to any couples these days. We all have been in the position of Genelia here. We had told them exactly how we want the photos, and it often turned out to be very disappointing. In this skit, Ritesh is like any other clumsy husband who has no idea of or aesthetic sense when clicking pictures. Even in grand setting like that with beautiful lightings, he can't do it. And the wife is upset. But here comes the newest phone with all these features, which enables this clumsy husband an expert in taking pictures. He says, I am not that husband who could never take good pictures. Now let me ask you, do you remember the features of the phone? The quality of the camera or any other technical features? In fact, at the end of the reel, for a second, they actually show some of the features of the phone. But it's not meant to last in a viewer's mind. Any idea who tends to like the idea of this reel? Women. Middle class women means students or young average paid working women. Because it is said from the perspective of a woman like that. It is an everyday scene in a Gen Z woman's life, set through the rich celebrity couple Ritesh and Genelia. Now let's compare the two reels. The first one was ineffective and the second one was effective in the communication. The first reel started by showing someone ruining an expensive digital camera, which was a bad idea for an Indian viewer because it has a trigger content. We Indians tend to keep things safe. We don't have that use and throw culture. If the idea was to say the phone camera was better than the Canon camera, still it was triggering scene. The narration of the features doesn't have any emotion in it. It sounded like one of those street vendors trying to sell a product. The whole thing was done so quickly, highlighting the features, and everything was in a hurry. Now coming to the second reel. It has a story. One already assumes the kind of relationship these two people have in this skit. Their depth, their wavelength, everything. One can even say that what stage of relationship they are in by watching the reel. I'm not talking about the reel of the celebrity, the real life of a celebrity couple here. I'm talking about the couple they show as they are in this reel. Again, the skit is funny. The man has hit his head through the staircase with a ring light on one hand for a good picture, for good lighting. The woman is overreacting to the bad pictures, that too in a funny way. I'm done with you. That's what she says. There is drama, there is humor, there is romance, and a happy ending. A perfect concoction for an average earning female viewer in their 20s in India. Nobody cares about the phone or its features. But if you are a woman in this financial situation and in this age, you are more likely to remember the phone in the Ritesh Genelia skit than the one in the first reel. The language is not just verbal here. There are semiotic interpretations to the skit to give intersemiotic translations to the language. And yes, this reel is more effective than the first one simply by choosing a change in the narrative on the phone. We have completed the first unit of the first module. We discussed about the fundamentals of social media language, its formal and informal nature, and we compared effective and ineffective social media language with an example. In the next class, we will discuss how to create engaging content. We will learn more about how we can use language and visuals in social media to get better reach and more responses. See you next time. Bye-bye.